Novak Djokovic just defeated Jannik Sinner in the men's semi-final of the Wimbledon 2023 championships. And in this video, I'm going to break down how Djokovic won that match, what some of the key stats from this match were, and the shots that I felt really helped Novak dominate in those 3 straight sets. Now, there really wasn't much difference in stats. If we look at it on paper, Jannik Sinner was beating Novak in some of the key areas. For example, he was hitting first serve percentage of 60% and Djokovic was hitting 58%. With the percentage of points won on the first serve, Jannik Sinner had a slight advantage once again. He won 76% and Novak won 75%. Now, Novak did have the edge on the second serve points won. He won 60% and Jannik only won 56%. Now, with net points won, Sinner won 76% when he came to the net, and Djokovic won 68% of points when he came forward. Now, with break points, this is where Djokovic had the clear edge. He won 2 out of his 9 breakpoint chances, which was 22%, and Jannik Sinner converted 0 out of 6 breakpoint chances. With total winners, Sinner hit 44 and Novak hit 33. Now, with unforced errors, this is where Novak really shined. He only hit 21 unforced errors throughout the entire course of those 3 sets, whereas Sinner hit 34. And with total points won, Novak won 105 and Jannik won 96. So the difference was very small, but it was the big points that really mattered, and this is where Djokovic shined. Now, with Novak, 3 of the keys to victory in this match for me was his serve accuracy. He was really hitting his targets extremely well, especially on those bigger points. Those clutch points where it was break point down or it was a deuce point and it was a game that was going back and forth, Novak would hit an ace or would hit an unreturnable serve. And this brings up the topic of accuracy versus power. Which one is more important? Is it important to hit a serve with full power if it's landing constantly long or slightly wide? Or is it better to hit it slightly softer, reduce the miles per hour on the serve, but constantly hit it around that same zone, which is what Novak did today? Now, the second key to the match, in my opinion, was Novak's alertness on the big points when returning. He was so focused, he was so wide, he was zoned in. You could see his eyes bulging out the top of his head. He was so focused on seeing that ball coming off Sinner's racket that he was able to make some returns which he shouldn't have made. This was one of the real keys to the match on those bigger points. This is where Sinner didn't do as well. He wasn't reading Novak's serve, and this once again comes up to the serve. Is it more important to have a bigger serve, or is it more important to have a serve that's placed well plus disguised, which is what Novak has? His serve is so hard to actually read because he has the same motion for every serve that he hits. If he's going out wide or if he's going down the tee, his service motion remains the same. His ball toss remains the same. So it's extremely hard to actually pick up where he's serving, and it's very hard to then prepare for one side because you never know where that serve is going. Now, another thing that Novak did extremely well in this match was he used the slice at the exact moments that he should. He was using it especially down the line, going into Sinner's forehand and keeping it out of Sinner's ideal strike zone. If you think about a player who likes to hit the ball around waist to chest height, if you're suddenly hitting it down by your knee or by your ankle, it's so much harder to produce that aggressive power when you're trying to really rip a ball that's this low. And that's what Novak did extremely well. He would trade a couple of cross-court backhands, he'd drive them back into Sinner's backhand, and then he would change down the line with his slice, and the slice actually goes away from Sinner, so Sinner is struggling with his movement, and he really made Sinner pay for that lack of balance on that slippery grass court. And finally, the shot that I think helped Novak stay in so many points and win him so many points was that open stance sliding two-handed backhand. This was a shot that he used so often when Jannik was moving him. He would go out for his forehand, he'd be hitting a forehand, and then he would go into this sliding open stance backhand. He does it so well, he's so balanced, and one of the real keys is his racket manipulation. He's able to keep his strings very neutral through that point of contact, sometimes even opening the strings, and it becomes almost like a jab. It isn't a traditional follow through like this, it's more of a jab shot where he's jabbing at the ball and he's redirecting it using the opponent's pace. So Novak certainly looks like he's on course to win his 24th Grand Slam, his 8th Wimbledon, tying Roger Federer's record, and this is something that we'll never probably see again in our lifetime for sure. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you like these kind of post and pre-match analysis videos from us and you want to see more from us, leave a comment down below. Signing off, Coach Simon from TTT. All the best and see you soon, guys.